The news day continues here on One News Now. I'm Riza Diaz. A pill for COVID-19 may soon be available in the Philippines. This as drug maker Merck conducts local clinical trials. In the meantime, Merck reiterates that other than its creation, the controversial animal drug ivermectin is not a treatment for COVID. Mobile journalist Pamela Vasquez tells us more.
Local clinical trials are already underway for Molnupiravir, an experimental antiviral drug seen to treat COVID-19. It's currently being trialed at the Lung Center of the Philippines. Early data from the United States showed it can lower the risk of hospitalization and even death by half, especially for patients with comorbidities.
If we have this kind of drug, and it can prevent the severity of infection among all of us here, and then hospitalizations will be down, deaths will be down, and it's going to be really a game changer. It's going to unburden our healthcare system.
Developed by pharma giant Merck, Molnupiravir is named after the hammer of mythological god Thor.
I think our chief scientist was saying that, we wanted something that would smash the virus like a hammer. So, naging Molnupiravir.
The company has already applied for authorization from the US FDA. If approved, Molnupiravir will become the first oral antiviral treatment for COVID-19 ever. Merck Philippines says the pill is definitely curative, but should be taken during the early stages of COVID.
Molnupiravir is most effective dun sa maaga pa, habang nakakaroon pa ng symptoms, dinalagnat, inuubo, nagsisipon. The usual side effects, nawawalan ng panlasa o hindi na nakakamoy. Kung positive na siya for rapid antigen or by PCR, pwede nang gamutin yung pasyente.
Currently, Merck has already given the patent for Molnupiravir to 8 generic companies. This will help increase production and make the drug cheaper in the long run. Merck is actually also the maker of ivermectin, the controversial animal drug that some people have been using as prophylaxis. The company itself is warning the public, please do not take ivermectin for COVID-19.
Really? Yan ipamimigay niyo sa human beings? The answer is no. No way. It doesn't work. Maraming side effect at that dose that they're pushing. Maraming nakaka-seizures, vomiting, diarrhea. It's not a safe drug at that dose. Hallucinations are part of the side effects of the doses that they are using.
Mobile journalist Pamela Vasquez, We Are One News.
Meanwhile, the Philippines is set to receive nearly 2 million doses of AstraZeneca vaccines from Japan. The jabs will be delivered in tranches starting this month. To date, the Philippines has received a total of 88.7 million COVID-19 vaccine doses. More than 63 million of these shots have been deployed. The country has also administered a total of 50.9 million doses nationwide. Over 27 million people have received their first doses, while 23.8 million others have been fully vaccinated. U.S. medical experts have voted to authorize a second dose of the J&J vaccine. Recall that Janssen vaccine is supposed to be single dose, but the rise of the Delta variant led experts to recommend the second dose. This decision will affect some 15 million Americans who have initially received the Janssen shots. Now, in France, unvaccinated adults will be charged for every COVID-19 swab test in a bid to persuade more people to get the jabs. More details in this Bloomberg Quick Take.
Vu l'amélioration de cette épidémie, maintenant les tests que l'on faisait actuellement gratuitement pour arriver à dépister les gens positifs au Covid deviennent payants pour les gens non vaccinés. C'est-à-dire qu'on se trouve à la croisée des chemins. Les gens non vaccinés vont enfin peut-être comprendre qu'il est nécessaire de se vacciner. Quand on tape au portefeuille, généralement c'est un moyen qui est suffisant pour convaincre les gens. I can afford it. It's not a very high price, but anyway, maybe I will go less to the restaurant to check my budget because it's I need to pay for the test once per week. After it's valid during 3 days, so I have time to come back for the weekend, but the next week it's no more valid.
We'll be back with more stories after the break. Keep it here on One News. You're still watching One News Now. I'm Riza Diaz. Vice presidential aspirant Elito Atienza says Bongbong Marcos should apologize first for the atrocities of martial law before running for president. In an interview with 1PH sa Totoo Lang, Atienza said Bongbong was already aware of what was happening during his father's presidency. Atienza asked that Bongbong should be true to himself and admit the wrongdoings of his family under martial law.
Humingi muna ng dispensa, paumanhin itong si Senador Bongbong bago siya kumandidatong pagkapangulo. Otherwise, why should we even forget and forgive when you are not saying I'm sorry?
Now, as for Vice President Leni Robredo, Atienza said she should be more sincere in unifying the opposition. He expressed doubts over Robredo's true intentions in attempting to unite the anti-administration forces.
If you want unification, sino ba naman ang ayaw ng unification para manalo ang karapat-dapat? Pero hindi ko na nakikita yan sapagkat before the deadline, before the filing, ganun na ang takbo. Ako muna, sa likod ko kayo. Hindi pwede yun.
Aksyon Demokratiko Chair Ernest Ramel says they prefer an exclusive Senate lineup, though they're still open to sharing candidates. In an interview with the Chiefs, Ramel said they want to make sure that their slate actually supports their presidential candidate, Isko Moreno. But he clarified that they are not closing their doors on collaborations with other senatorial aspirants.
The mayor also said that he could work with anybody and everybody. So that door is open. However, let me also go back that what we have right now is a lean and mean lineup that is exclusive to us, that nobody shares. So we'd rather have a party or a lineup that's more exclusive.
Currently, there are 5 common candidates present in the different senatorial slates. These 5 senatorials are either running as guest candidates or endorsed by the tandems of Robredo and Pangilinan, Pacquiao and Atienza, and Lacson and Soto. These include Senators Mig Zubiri, Joel Villanueva, and Richard Gordon, as well as former Vice President Jeju Barbinay and Sorsogon Governor Chis Escudero. Now, a Filipino actor is gaining popularity in Indonesia, but the road to fame was not easy for the immigrant. MJ Marfori with a story.
Filipino model and host Leo Consul is now making waves in Indonesia. He's starring in the country's leading series, Terpaksa Menikahi, or Forced Marriage. It was in 2012 Leo got his big break when he co-hosted the Indonesian version of Eat Bulaga. But Leo's road to international fame has been a rough one.
Yeah, basurero po ako sa Bulinaw back in the days. Nag-start ako sa Tagalinis. Yes, Tagalinis ng bus.
He even confessed that the first burger he's ever eaten was from trash. During his college days at the University of the Philippines, Baguio, he recalled juggling multiple jobs, including bagging groceries. And even if his street urchin days in the Philippines are over, he still has to work hard. His hit show airs for the whole week, lasting 2.5 hours daily. In fact, Leo has been receiving offers from other projects. And as his family's breadwinner, he's willing to take on a busy schedule.
So I just had literally three weeks na bakasyon bago sumabak ulit sa bagong teleserye. So, no regrets though. It's doing great.
But Leo has never forgotten his Pinoy roots. He said he'll go home soon and try his luck in local showbiz. For News 5, MJ Marfori, we are One News.
And those are the top stories of the hour. Join us later at 1 in the afternoon as we continue to monitor the day's biggest stories. You can also catch One News on Signal Play app. Register for a free account now at www.signalplay.com and stream One News live anytime, anywhere. I'm Riza Diaz. Mask on, wash hands, and stay safe, Philippines. We are One News.